Welcome back to another episode of Connecticut Casual. It's me, your host, Chris Crespo. Joined with me today, my co-host, official co-host, Jacob Light.
How's it going, everybody?
Hell yeah, dude. Astounding. Everybody loved that last episode, so looks like you're here to play forever. And
What an honor.
Right? And then we do have Matt Allman here, just real quick to redeem himself for last week. Matt is not happy with how his choice of words of the Superman versus Goku.
Yeah, this is basically just a quick clarification. I had turned my brain off for about 5 seconds longer than I should have, and after going through my comics history and having it brought to my attention several other comic issues that I had not read, I completely rescind my statement in which I believed erroneously that Goku could in fact beat Superman. Because 75 years beats however long Goku's been alive.
I still have to strongly disagree with you.
I 100% disagree, and I want to know where your points are coming from.
Multiple issues where Superman has made it across the universe in like a panel. And it's like, based on the amount of time, somebody did the math. And I was like, oh, right. When I read that, I thought it was kind of weird. Oh, yeah, he did just make it across the universe in that amount of time. And so far, we haven't really seen Goku do anything like that.
Goku has instant transmission.
Yeah, Goku has instant transmission. Doesn't he have to, like, think about it?
No.
The way they calculated Superman, it was negative time.
I would imagine instant is also, if not similar.
Instant is instant, not negative time.
We also aren't aware of how big the universe actually is.
Right, which is why it's still astounding that he made it that far
Also,
in a fictional universe.
The fictional universe of Goku, I mean, there's multiple universes, and he travels through those universes and dimensions.
You mean the DC universe, which has invented multiple universes, which also has multiple universes, which he can travel across?
Here we go.
I don't know. We can't hash this open again.
No, we
can't
can't.
hash
We're
this
not
out.
opening this one up again.
Everybody on the internet can still argue. I just wanted to make it clear that as the biggest Superman fan in here,
The only Superman fan.
I rescind the statement that I made. You may argue amongst yourselves, but I have now had my conscience cleared.
Oh, man. All right.
Okay.
Well, thanks for that, Matt.
Yeah, thank you, Matt.
Well,
The important issues.
right. All right, back on the microphone. Thanks, Matt, for that update on the, your Superman, blah, blah, blah. All right. So we got Francisco on, and we're talking about this really cool video that we saw about the Toronto cosplay medic. It's this really cool dude who goes to conventions and literally is just on call to fix your cosplay design, like right there. And he's like a seamstress or something, just there, has the sewing needles ready. It's so cool, and I think it's so wholesome that he does it. So Francisco's going to tell us a little bit more about it, man. Go ahead.
The CBC did an interview on him, pretty much just going into what he does. So yeah, anybody who's at the Fan Expo in Toronto, if you're ever having wardrobe malfunctions or something rips for your cosplay, a broken horn, anything like that, you can give him a call. His number is on his Facebook page, Toronto Cosplay Medic, and you can catch him there.
It's really cool. I think there's like some controversy going on where we're scrolling through his Facebook page. What's happening with him right now?
People are trolling him and saying, he's using this as a way to get close to girls and, other pervy shit, which is obviously isn't true.
Yeah. It's pretty sad, man. What does that say? Like up there? His big post? No, not that horrible post. His post where he's addressing these allegations on him. I think that's really important
right here.
for people to hear this.
So he says, as you may know, recently I got featured in a very nice CBC video about my cosplay medic service at Fan Expo. I got a lot of nice comments and encouragement, and I also got this. I want to talk about this kind of behavior. It is simply disgusting and uncivilized. It goes against civilized decency of a healthy society. Moreover, it's pathetic and cringy. So he goes on and talks about that. Obviously, he's got a bunch of support and people who don't believe that, these trolls.
Oh my God.
So there's one person who says he walks around all day going, please be a bra malfunction, please be a bra malfunction.
It's so mean.
Yeah, that is really is mean.
It is mean, but like
This is definitely
But he's
a
doing
good
good
market
work, and
that
he's
hitting.
doing it for all of the cosplayers.
he's
which is
loving
a
the
huge
culture.
community. So-
Like that's so beautiful that someone
Fan Expo Cosplay Medic.
I love it. It says, "Trust me, I'm a medic," and it has his phone number. Honestly, hold on real quick. I'm gonna shout it out since he has it publicly. If you want to call the cosplay medic, it is 647-618-3141. I bet this guy has a lot of great ideas for the cosplay stuff. So not only is he a cosplay medic, but I'm very sure that you could also reach him on Facebook.com/cosplay medic. You know, show him some love because it's a culture that is judged heavily, and he's over here, you know, fixing it for them. Like, people take so much time to like do this type of stuff, and it's like, you know how like much people like spend on just designing cosplays?
It's expensive.
Super expensive, you know. And some of these people are just so fantastic, and it's somebody's over here who admires their craft so much that he's willing to fix it. I don't even think this dude charges money.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think so, man.
So it's all free. He just does this for fun.
That's so fucking wholesome, man. Like,
Yeah, I can't see someone like that doing something that terrible.
me either, man. You know, speaking of terrible, dude, like, did you hear about Kevin Hart getting into a car accident?
Oh yeah.
That is nuts, man. And people are making jokes.
Yeah.
Like, come on, dude. Like,
Well, he's still getting roasted for those tweets that he posted however many years
people need
ago.
to get over that type of stuff. I mean, like, come on. Speaking for
He's a comedian. He's a comedian.
Exactly. And
That's
what's-
how it works.
What's like going on with this day where, like, you know, first off, kudos to Chappelle.
Yeah, 100%.
Hate me if you want for
No.
saying that, but kudos to him because, you know, he's telling jokes. Like, you can't hate people for that. But you know what, dude, real quick, it says that Kevin is recovering from his back surgery. This is coming from TMZ. We can't play any of that audio off TMZ because
Yeah,
they
please
are
don't.
like notorious for flagging stuff. It says right here. What does it say, Fran?
Kevin Hart is on the mend this morning after going under the knife Sunday, less than 24 hours after he injured his back in that horrific car accident. That's pretty bad.
Oh my God, look
Pretty
at
bad
that, dude.
accident.
What was he
The whole
driving?
top of it looks smashed.
Oh my God, what
Top
hit
to
him?
top
What
half.
actually happened? What hit him?
Let's see. Jared Black, the man who was driving Kevin's vintage Plymouth Barracuda at the time of the accident, was pinned in the crushed vehicle and also seriously injured. He was airlifted.
So it seems like
Yeah,
whoever
so
he was
looks
letting
like-
drive that beautiful Plymouth just didn't know what they were doing.
Well, you know, man, that's just a sad thought. That, like, you know, I really hope, you know, thoughts and prayers, man. Like, speedy recovery. I think you're a great guy, and I'm sure millions of other people do. So my opinion doesn't really matter. But either way, man, like, he has kids. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, that's so, like, their dad. You
He
know,
has a full family.
before, like, you know, you want to shatter an icon, remember the dad. Like, that's the thing, is like, remember the dad. And I think that's like a big part of this, is that he's a family man before he's a comedian. So let's like respect that and just wish them, you know, a speedy recovery, man.
Let's all just stop being so hostile all the time and having to hate everybody.
The only thing that I'm hostile on is these massive iOS hacks, dude. You know me, I hate iPhones. We're not going to get into this too much because
As I set my iPhone onto the table.
well, you already know where I stand. Couple of hacks, though, for all these people who say that iPhones are the most secure thing ever. We got the highlighted portion. If Francisco, you want to bring us into that, man.
Following news, Apple secretly paid contractors to listen to audio recordings from users' iPhones and iPads. We know now virtually every iPhone and iPad on this planet has been open to attack for at least 2 years. Furthermore, the attack was cheap to do, tricked thousands of owners every week, and Apple had no clue what was going on. Google's Project Zero security team broke the news on Forbes, revealing that hackers quietly developed a system which enabled disparate iOS vulnerabilities to be daisy-chained together to gain complete control of your iPhone or iPad. All owners had to do was be exposed to visit a certain website, and Google estimates that thousands of visitors per week did.
So you click on a link and you get a virus. That sounds like the same thing that's been going on since the dawn of the computer.
Dude, is that doesn't everybody like go, I'm not going to get a Samsung or an Android because you know they're so easy to get viruses, but like right here, man, right here we're seeing that you were all wrong, and you know you can't just follow the same crap you hear online when just boom right here you've been exposed to as many attacks as anyone with an Android phone. So
That is true. The only reason why I prefer Apple products is because they explicitly go out of their way to not give away people's information from their devices.
I don't think
that's a really big thing for me.
I don't think Android does that either.
I don't think that they do it intentionally, but I think that Apple sets up ways to not do that in any way, shape, or form. This just seems like a bunch of dudes just set up a hack somehow and got into the iOS programs, and now everybody's getting all mad.
I know, right? We're beaming through these topics real quick because we have a guest coming in just a couple of minutes, and we're really excited to get into them. So we're trying to hit all these like super crazy topics going on these last couple of weeks, and I'm kind of parched, and I'm going to need myself a liquid death.
Ooh, I've been seeing this for months.
Yeah, right. I know, and it's just now getting that little like trend.
It's getting trendy now. I was going to order a case on Amazon, but I didn't know if I really wanted to buy water off Amazon.
To be honest, though, I mean, I'll buy it right off their website. They have like cartoons. But yeah, if you buy it off their website, you have the sell your soul option. I think that's pretty cool. Let's read the fine print on the sell your soul. I think that's I know for a fact they send you like legal binding stuff, so it's kind of cool.
Okay.
Put the Half-Life's email in. Oh, Francisco. Oh, right here.
We're selling all of the souls of the company.
So let's read this. Let's read it.
The bill of sale for one eternal human soul dated September 8th, 2019 is executed and delivered by a Half-Life Start, the seller, to Liquid Death, a Delaware corporation, the purchaser.
Delaware.
You're all right. So close. I think that's really cool. I think they're giving you a free case of water.
But
Yeah,
what,
right here.
But for your soul.
What is this right here? Now, therefore,
In consideration of the receipt of free membership into the Liquid Death Country Club and other good and valuable consideration, the receipt and sufficiency of which are hereby granted to the this bunch of jargon.
Oh boy.
I love it. And you know, people are losing their freaking minds about this, man.
In
Like,
a good way or a bad way?
No, I mean, like some people are going on the news, like saying, like, you know, it's water for Satan followers.
Oh, here we go.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
the
Like,
satanic panic all
here,
over again.
exactly.
Great.
It's always something that has to tie it back to religion for these people. It just can't be
Marilyn
like.
Manson's fault.
But you know what, man? Like, I think it's super clever. I think this is such a clever idea. I think
That
the
was
sell
good.
your soul fee, and I've had it, and it is super cold. It is super cold. Like my buddy, you know, a common friend, a mutual friend who's a little adorable when we see him. You know,
okay.
he's got a couple cases of it, and he gave one to me, and I was like, dude, this is super refreshing. He's like, you want to sell your soul for a case? And I was like, what the hell are you talking about?
I don't know. If it's that good, I might have to just get rid of this.
You know
whole
what?
thing.
I'm gonna buy a case for the studio so that we can all have one. I think that'd be cool, right?
Sounds good.
Perfect.
So next episode we'll all have a liquid death, and all of you can have some tasty, terrific water because I care about your hydration. Water's important. And I think this is our last segment before we're gonna jump into our guest. You know, I've seen a meme going around, but it's the blue Halloween bucket. I saw the meme, but then, you know, I was looking on the Autism Speaks Facebook page, and it's a big deal. So let's pull up the actual stuff for this so that we can read it, because I think this is like super powerful, and I think that if this is a movement that the autism community is trying to pitch, I think this is huge. So let's not turn any sides on this. I think that we need to.
No, I don't think there's
Yeah.
really any sides to take. It's just a good cause.
Exactly. I think,
Yeah,
but I think
100%.
like, you know, we need to increase the movement and let people know and make
Yeah,
them
for sure.
aware that this is actually like something really beautiful for people. So
Yeah, this is something that's definitely important. I mean, Halloween is my favorite holiday.
I mean, yeah, right. Me too. Who doesn't love candy? I think there's one in the in our topics chat for CT Casual. It's like a little bit better of a blurb that we can read. Nope, go back. Not this one. The next one. The one I shared. Technical
I wish I had a
difficulties.
nice
Don't
bucket
worry.
that
We're
would
gonna.
allow me as an adult to not be looked at in a strange manner while I'm getting.
You know, I
candy.
have kids. That's how I'm gonna get through this. I
Well,
think
I'm not there yet, Chris.
you will be, buddy.
One day.
Oh my goodness, you're such an adorable little guy. I think we passed it. I think it was down more. We shared it like the other day.
We're not keeping in this giant pause, are we? Oh, thank God.
What'd you say?
We're not keeping in this gigantic
Sure
pause.
we
of
are.
searching. Oh,
There it is right there.
okay,
Go
cool.
right there. Boom. All right, let's read
Beautiful.
this. I think this is a big thing.
All right, awareness. Trick or treat. The blue bucket. If you see someone who appears to be an adult dressed up to trick or treat this year, carrying this blue Halloween bucket, it's just the classic plastic pumpkin candy bucket, but it's blue. They are probably autistic. While they may have the body of a 21-year-old, they love getting dressed up for Halloween. So when you see the blue bucket share a piece of candy, spread awareness.
And I think that's like really beautiful because first off, there are kids who don't know how to grow up and they still go trick or treating. And
Yeah.
I mean, like you are taking it away from like kids. Like, come on, you gotta listen. At this point, if you don't have a kid, it's cool to go to Halloween parties and get dressed up and stuff, but don't be trick or treating, man. Like, come on, like let's save it for
Chris.
kids. Let's save it for people who actually would enjoy it. I'm saying that I'm not gonna go trick or treating and knock on doors and get candy.
No,
because
neither am
I'm
I.
an adult.
I just buy my candy.
Exactly. I think that this is a holiday
With my
for.
credit card.
I think it's for. I think it's for innocent people. You know what I mean? Like in kids and people who do have autism, and that's innocence.
Yeah.
Like that's innocence, and we should create a safe environment for them to participate in this because I think this is a beautiful movement, and I want to say that we're going to. I would like to really make a donation into this blue bucket thing. I think this is pretty cool, and I want to make sure that people in our community get to participate in that. So, let's make it a point. Let's make it a point to reach out to this. I would love to do this. So,
And don't
I
forget,
agree.
check your candy.
yes, always
Yes.
check your candy.
Absolutely.
Especially now more than ever. Is that all we have for topics?
That is
All right. So we're going to take a quick break. We're going to go into an ad read and a couple of our sponsors who are participating in this week's episode. So when we return, we'll be back with Andy Garcia, aka Hush, a local musician out of Meriden, Connecticut. Really cool tracks, really fun guy, and we're excited for you guys to get to know him. So see you in a few minutes.
Limpiex Cleaning Service Inc. is redefining the cleaning industry with their safe, environmentally responsible janitorial services. Servicing the state of Connecticut, they provide residential and commercial cleaning. Their experienced, trained personnel utilize the latest technology to go beyond cleaning. Limpiex offers medical and terminal sanitation, janitorial, carpet and upholstery cleaning, floor maintenance, window washing services, construction cleanup, and much more.
Summer is gone and fall is upon us, and everyone's enjoying it except for your lawn. So sit back and enjoy that pumpkin spice latte and hire Michael A. Glidden Grounds Maintenance for your fall's cleanup. Family owned and operated for the last 15 years, Wallingford born and raised. Schedule now at 203-294-9213. Ask for Charmaine at the end of the call. Chic Designs was founded under a passion to join the old tradition from their Peruvian ancestors in finding healing qualities through minerals and stones delivered through nature, bringing their metaphysical beauty and positive energy to their fine jewelry. Representing ancient gods and histories, each collection brings forth an important characteristic that connects natural stones with limitless style. Chic, meaning bright in Quechua, a native Incan language, began their inspiration by promising to bring a sense of style and geometric design to brilliantly colored stones that will last a lifetime. All right, guys, we're back from the break, and we are here today with our guest, Andy Garcia, a.k.a. Hush, out of Meriden, Connecticut.
Yep.
Hey, man, how you doing, dude? I'm
what's
super
up?
happy we finally got you on.
I know, yeah. It's pretty dope. I ain't going front. When I walked in here, I was like, these niggas know what the fuck it is, yo. They know what the fuck it is.
We try.
Dude, first off, we were having so many fucking cool conversations. Like, just before you guys showed up, we were having so much. Like, wait, you were here for that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're talking
Jacob, I'm sorry. We've been having so many crazy conversations with you already, and we couldn't wait to get you on. So we had to rush through some shit because we were just like, yo.
No, I remember you hit me up I think it was about 2 months or something like that. And you were just like, yo, we're working on a podcast. And when people say that stuff and it's not even shown, I'm like, yeah, I got you, whatever. I'm with it regardless. But when the proof is in the pudding, you know what I'm saying? You got the shit up and running. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm in there now.
Yo, it take a lot because like we kind of went into this thinking like, oh, we're just gonna do like a D&D podcast, and then I was just like, well, dude, I used to be in the music scene, and then he was just like, let's do a music podcast, and I was just like, yeah, I also want to do this. He was like, let's do it, and I was just like, you know what, bro, let's just make this legit. Like, let's make this an actual company and like start this going on. So now, you know, we're here. We have great content coming out and going into 2020. So it's been a lot of hard work, and I'm sorry it took us, you know, so long to get you in
No,
here.
I respect it because you guys are just not having one show. You guys have like multiple things. Like, how many shows you guys have?
So we have
Right now, I think it's 3.
It's
Yeah,
three.
about
We're working on our 4th one. Then somebody wants to. They want us to produce their podcasts here. So we have a couple of people like from wrestling podcasts to parenting podcasts who've been approaching us. So yeah,
I know
man.
the perfect person for that.
Holy shit! Wow.
I mean, people are bringing me their ideas, and I'm like, hey, you know what? We look at it like write us a 3-episode transcript of what you want to do, and
Let's just
we'll
do it.
produce it, man.
That's
Like,
legit. I like that.
yeah. So I mean,
You got to
like,
bring other people.
Mitch is
up
always
with you.
super excited. You know,
Yeah.
again, shout out to DJ
Mitch.
Chop Saws over here, our in-house,
chop.
our in-house DJ. He always got a different hat on. Today it's a Stop and Shop hat.
Not the dad hat.
Not the dad hat.
Not the
Yeah,
dad
he
hat.
has a rep. He has a rep is set.
For sure, man. But before we got back, we were talking about D&D.
Yeah.
So what were your questions?
I want to know what exactly that is and what exactly like sparked that. You said that was the first idea that you guys were thinking about having.
Yeah.
Role playing game.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Dragons.
It's a big role playing game. It's really good for people. Like I took theater in high school. I love playing
Same.
D&D because I love acting, and it's
Yeah.
the same exact thing. You're just using your imagination, and you're just using the rules from the different format that you're using, whether that be D&D, Call of Cthulhu, whatever you're playing.
So when you play this certain game, that you just pretty much you are the character, and you
Yep.
have to talk like the character. You have to act like the character. You have to think like the character.
100%.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you just
if you
follow the
break,
narrative.
what happens if you break like?
That's called metaing, and we try
we
our
can't
hardest
meta.
not to do
So
that.
like this is the
yeah,
thing.
we
like-
try our absolute
It's
hardest.
super hard not to.
Do you guys like? I don't understand what you're saying.
No,
or you go like,
It'll
or
be
you
like it'll be like Jacob and I are in a certain situation, like or if we're putting out a map, let's say Jacob and I are downtown handling a situation, and one of us gets into shit and we get wounded. If we have potions, we'll take the potions, but there's a guy sometimes who'll be like, no, don't take the potions. I'll heal you when you get back. And I'm like, how the fuck are you going to heal us? If you're not, how do you even know this shit's happening? Like, get the fuck out of here. Meta ass.
so you pretty much have to go and act upon what is given to you.
Yes.
Outside information from not it's breaking the fourth wall, and that takes the complete immersion out of the game.
And so
Yeah.
you're pretty much fucking up the whole game. If you
Pretty
do
Pretty
that.
much,
much,
yeah.
yeah.
Like
Well,
the
you're
thing
just not
is
making
like
it as fun.
when you're watching a movie and everyone's shouting out the obvious shit to
Don't
do.
go in that room.
Yeah, don't go in the room.
Yeah,
and blah blah
yeah,
blah.
yeah.
But
You got to go
that
in
would
the room,
ruin
or
the
else
fucking
there's no
movie, right?
Yeah,
Like,
that's true.
exactly. So it's
That's facts. This guy.
exactly, dude. Jacob is the co-host, but that's like got to make sure that we're making it entertaining for everyone. So, but yeah, it's just fun because like for a second, you know what I mean? Like in a second of like a crazy world and crazy shit happens every day. Like we all work a day job besides
course.
doing this, and
we actually work together.
I know, right? This is the first time we're actually talking, right?
I
in front of each other.
dude. But like we all work this shitty job all day, and it's like the stress of all this stuff, and like for like 1 second, it's kind of cool. I know it sounds super corny that you get to be somebody else, but it like for this moment, like personally me, like I've always thought of myself of trying to be like a hero for people. So
I respect that.
like what I'm saying, like going into like this situation where I can actually kind of be like a hero for a second and actually get to play that part of like the Goku or the Superman character, like those heroes that you have when you're a kid, and like for that split second, it's like, dude, I'm just having a great time, just doing this and being here, and it's
Letting it all out. Man.
yeah, man. Just taking it away, dude. It's like fun. It's also really good for like kids. We were just talking about it before the break. Like we're real big supporters in autism awareness, and it's actually really good. Like if you do a lot of research with Dungeons and Dragons and role playing games in general, it helps kids like always. These like kids go through school, like when you have autism, you hear no, or stop, and blah, blah, blah. I think like that really puts like a really negative effect on them in a situation that they don't really understand what's going on as it is, and it gives them this part to just be like, for a second, like they don't have to hear no and stop, and they get to do what they want to
do what you gotta do,
You know what I
man.
mean? Like
Yeah.
if they have this
respect it.
moment where they want to act crazy and go crazy, it's like, yeah, you can. Like, you know what I mean? Like, let's do it. Let's
Let
see
it all out.
Exactly. Let's see it happen. So I love the community, and I think it's a community that has gone through a lot of judgment. Like we were talking before the break too, the Satan culture. People always wanted to.
That's the satanic panic
dungeons
that's been going
and-
on since the late 80s, basically.
Yeah.
Really?
They always
Well,
want to
yeah,
tie everything from Dungeons and Dragons is what's turning kids against God to Marilyn Manson's what's turning kids against
Harry
God.
Potter.
Harry Potter.
Oh yeah,
turned
Harry Potter
Pokemon.
actually just got banned out of a couple bookstores.
Really?
Because it's satanic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Wow. Oh, so
Yeah.
they finally like
They
certified it
finally,
as
it's happening now, yeah.
'Cause I remember when it
this has
first
been
came
going on
out.
for a while.
Because I remember when it first came out, they were heavy on that too.
Mm-hmm.
But
Like,
it's
there was
like-
just super satanic things or whatever. To be honest, like every good, there's a bad, so it doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? Like
for sure, man.
now, my question is: did you expect? I'm over here asking you questions now.
Yeah, I know.
No, dude.
No, yeah, because I'm that
You're
type of person. I
interested,
do that
man.
all the time. You know. So, did you expect it to like pan out in this direction? Because you had a goal to make it into this. Like, did you plan on it to be like in so much other forms? You know
Well,
what I'm
we
saying?
started this when we started Half-Life. We started it as a music promotion and production
Yeah.
company.
So-
we were putting on shows in the greater Connecticut area.
When I was homeless, I used to hang out with some dudes, and I got my money from booking shows. Like we would scrounge
That's
up. some-
lit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Like my best show, I won't even lie. Like before I met anybody, like when I was doing this with my buddy Griffin, dude, fucking hope you're doing good, buddy. I know you listen to the show, and just know I love you. You're going through some shit. Shout outs to you, baby.
Shout out to Griffin.
But
Word.
you know, him and I, we did a show at the American Legion. Actually, hold on, scratch that. Before it all, what happened was I was living with this girl. Me and her just got into a fight. She kicked me out. I was like, whatever, dude. So I went to my friend's house, Griffin's house, and he was like, yo, let's throw a house show. I'm like, dude, let's throw a house show. And we had bands come from all over the place, dude. Like I still fuck with some of these people today. Like it's they came, we were throwing frisbee in the yard, drinking beers, people were playing in the garage, and I was just like, we can make money doing this. Because it was fun, dude.
And you had that much people coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the first show I did, we put ads on Craigslist. We put ads all over Facebook. We got radio people talking about like just a show at the VFW. Bro, 300 people showed up, $10 a head. I walked out of there with $3,000 for like the first time of my life. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Like being like, I got money. Fuck yeah.
Fuck everyone else.
And then like,
Fuck your dreams.
yeah, right.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
dude,
yeah,
like then
yeah.
people didn't want to like come anymore, and like everybody was like pulling me in all these fucking directions. So I started just thinking. I went through a million different names, like Silver City Productions, because I was, from Meriden. You know what I'm saying? Like then
Shout
I went
out.
through Deep Drive Entertainment, and then that didn't pan out. Then I was working with this dude. We called it Capulet Entertainment, and people were calling me Chris Capulet for like the longest damn time because I was.
remember that.
Yeah, man,
I
I was-
remember that name.
I was a good dude, man. Like I was booking shows all over the
So
place.
what caused Half-Life, like the name Half-Life itself? Like what sparked that?
I was living with my buddy, and I started it up. Like we were sitting in his garage, and I was just like, "Yo, I want Half-Life," because I was just scrolling through names of what to call my business. Like, so I'm like looking through song names to begin with, and there was one song that resonated with me called "Half a Life," and it was like, I love that, so I put Half-Life. I was like, that's a video game. Then I was like Half-Life Productions.
Video games.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I
Then it
played
was,
that,
and then like years later, I started doing it with another friend, and then we brought on Rocky and Jacob, and
That was when I first moved here too.
Yeah,
I moved
man.
here like almost 5 years ago.
Oh,
it was
damn.
a
Yeah,
good
well,
time,
I'm
dude.
originally from Atlanta.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I need to holler at him then. You got some people still out
I
there?
know,
Like it's
yeah.
5 years. I know
people.
Yo, for real.
Oh, he goes
Atlanta.
down there all the time, man.
Yo,
Yeah.
I was just there in July.
Oh,
Yeah, we
word.
just went back down there.
That music scene out there,
It's,
bro.
it's amazing.
Great time.
It's absolutely
Great
amazing.
shit going on
Atlanta's
down
been
in Atlanta.
changing like crazy. It's one of the like most it's like projected to be the most like dominant city in America soon enough because it's
Yeah.
just growing and growing and
Super
growing.
supportive, I've heard too. Like,
Yeah,
never-
super
yeah.
supportive.
Yeah. there's some weirdos out there, but I definitely.
Oh
want,
no, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I was friends with all.
Yeah, I'm with it with that. Yeah. So
man.
Half-Life. Sorry.
No, it's cool.
No,
we
no,
don't
as-
talk about
we're gonna
Atlanta.
keep
No, I'm saying,
bouncing around,
but as far as the name wise, like the
just
meaning
got-
of it, and
it
like
was
tell me
just-
why that song really resonated to you.
Oh shit, man. I mean,
So yeah,
like,
I'm the one
We're getting
switching the
deep.
shit up
Yeah, I
right
know.
now.
We're
right,
getting
dude?
interviewed right now.
I mean, like,
I want to know what's going on.
me,
like,
man,
you
it
know?
was a song from Bayside. It like I was going through a lot of shit. Like I don't speak with my family besides my siblings. You know, we've patched things up throughout the years, and this song really made me think about my brother, who's like my only full blood sibling, and me and him were not speaking. And there was just this one line that made me like think, because my brother used to turn his, you know, I love you, buddy, but you know what you used to do. He used to turn his back on me on every second, and all I would ever try to do is guide him in the right direction, let him know that, you know, the people you think love you are manipulating you. The people that you think have your back are manipulating you. And I was just like, you know, these girls manipulate you, and people manipulate you, and you can't just, you know, put so much faith in these people, and you know they make me look like the enemy, but I've always been here trying to
quote the asshole when you're
Exactly.
actually looking out.
exactly.
Well, it's a hard lesson to learn, especially when you're young. That's one
But
of the
even-
first hard lessons you really
Like,
got to learn.
I have two brothers, and the best thing I could do right now is just let them be.
Yeah, man.
You know, and
That's
then-
what I'm doing. with my
Because
sister
you want to
right
know
now.
something, bro, is like I'm his big brother, and it's like, yo, I'm always gonna be here to guide
Of
him.
course,
and that song just resonated with me. So when I heard it, I was just like, I love this song. You know, it's called Half a Life from Bayside. Check it out; it's a great song. But then it kind of started going into Half-Life, and when I met Rocky and Jacob, they started helping me like promote shows, and we were running shows out of Brooklyn Cafe with my buddy Joey over there. Like, I mean, the entire Waterbury scene was coming out. My buddy Mike Jones was such a great promoter,
Mike Jones, I met Mike Jones a while ago.
and great dude, man. Like,
Yeah, he's actually a cool dude for
like,
sure.
you know, so
Yeah. he used to have braces back in the day. Yeah, am I? Do you know about that?
what, like races?
No,
as a-
braces.
Oh.
like.
Oh, you mean?
Oh.
Oh, you mean when he got his jaw
He's
broken?
not racist. No, he had braces.
when
like,
it. Oh, I thought you were talking about when his jaw was wired shut.
he has glasses, right? Big
Yeah.
ass, like
Yeah.
When I met him, which was probably like 10 years back or something like that, he had braces and he was hollering at a shorty. And I was like, all right, boy, do what you gotta do.
Dude,
He
had
was
a-
lit though. He was doing his shit. He was lit.
was on
I'm
his
pretty
game.
sure,
Yeah.
Mike, man. You know, you'll have to correct and come on when we have shots fired on, and you could correct the story. But pretty sure, like, you know, he got like people like just didn't like him, and he ended up getting like his jaw busted and was wired shut for a while. And
Really?
yeah, man.
Holy
I mean,
shit.
like, there's people out, you know, and like in anything, like, you know, we were talking before, like the people that, you know, sometimes are in your scene of music. Bro, like, you know, we got the same people in that scene
Of
of,
course.
music.
It's a
you
complete
know?
contrast. It was
It's
the same thing when I
man.
was in
You know
Atlanta
what's-
playing hardcore music.
That's pretty funny because like I've noticed that as well because I've been into a lot of like hardcore like shows and stuff like that. I've been to like a handful of Warped Tours, which is all right, but you see how like the same thing with hip hop now because like since I started transitioning into the hip hop scene and everything, you see that there's always going to be those type of people that are going to test you regardless of what it is. Like
Every genre.
They're not going to like your face. They're not going to like your fucking the way your tattoos are. They're not going to like the way you dress. They're not going to like even your skin tone or whatever the fucking case might be.
That's
but there's
facts.
always those
There are
people
haters everywhere.
Oh yeah, doesn't matter. Doesn't
Everywhere.
matter what genre. Doesn't matter. Like
Yeah.
they live. Like if they're breathing, they're living. They're gonna hate on you. Like it doesn't matter.
I mean, you know, and then he just happened to be a victim of that, and
He got caught up on some shit.
yeah, man.
The wrong place.
Best
wrong
way to
time.
put it, dude.
Yo,
Like,
shout out to Mike Jones.
no, hell yeah. I love you, buddy.
Shout out, bro.
I was, you know, I love those guys, man. I miss them all the time, and now that I'm back working out that way in Waterbury, I like that I could see them again because it's been too long, and
No, you seem like you guys are on the right path. You got good head on your shoulder. You know what's real and what's fake.
hell yeah, man.
To make this a real thing. Not a
Hell
fake
yeah,
thing.
dude. Like,
Yeah, I feel
we're
it.
going to the top. Like, that's
Yeah,
my
getting
thing.
there.
Is like, and
No.
my thing is like, we're taking everybody
I
with
respect
us.
that,
Exactly.
dude. Not
Yeah,
a lot
exactly.
of people could say that shit and then actually mean it. You know what I mean? And I
Yeah,
could definitely like you guys.
But dude, you're on episode 1. We released episode 0.
Zero,
just of
yeah, I
us
saw that.
Chilling.
Yeah,
But,
zero.
like, you're on episode 1, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
I appreciate that shit,
absolutely,
dude.
man. Like,
Fucking appreciate that shit.
know,
to the
you have-
max,
Yeah,
for
for
real.
sure.
you've been doing so much shit. Like, this is the first day we ever met face to face. I've been
facts.
talking in correspondence with you for at least 2 years, like just following what you've done.
Facebook, Snap,
Yeah.
Instagram. No, you definitely hit me up,
Exactly,
yeah.
man. And you do a bunch of stuff, man. And I remember like the biggest thing I saw you doing was that Vision Co thing, which we were talking about, and I really want to hear what's going on and what happened with that. So like, yo, man, feel free to.
That was a clothing company, right?
Yeah, I had a clothing line. I was explaining it to Rocky outside. We just pretty much helped anyone and everyone with a vision. Like, as cliche as it sounds. But I had more of like, it wasn't just like help anyone with a vision, It's anyone with passion that I see that they're actually doing better for their lives, seeing what, the next step that they're going to do. And I was with it. I've done poetry slams. I've done Halloween events where it was just body painting. With like females and stuff. I've done a buttload of like hip hop shows. I also done there's so much shit
This
that
is
I
more than a clothing company. This is way.
Yeah.
This sounds like way more.
You
than a
guys are
clothing
trying to do
company.
like
exactly.
be like a
But the
conglomerate.
but the clothing sells whatever. You know what I mean? I had skaters that walked around with because I used to print like every 2 weeks 1,000 stickers. And I just gave it to
see them shits all over Meriden
Exactly.
to this day, man.
I used to live in Meriden.
Yeah,
I see
so
him everywhere.
So I gave a hand load to skaters, to like these little hooligans, whatever. I was like, here you go. Here's 300 for you. Here's 300 for you. 300 stickers is a little
That's a
too.
lot. That's
It's
a
a
lot
lot,
of
but a little too much. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah,
so
but
like,
man, you're sticking them on mailboxes and stuff. That's pretty sick, dude.
They get
yeah.
everywhere.
So like, so pretty much.
McDonald's drive-through.
So my inside KFC.
Yo,
inside
really?
KFC. Yeah,
Oh,
inside
man,
KFC.
if I see a Vision Co sticker, I'm snapping a picture of the next one.
A half-life field trip to
Yeah.
the KFC in Meriden.
So pretty much what I'd done was just we had a against the violence because around the time there was a lot of like shootings or at least like 3 shootings in like 1 week or something like that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that were going down that I just wanted to like kind of like fix up, but I can't really fix anything, you know what I'm saying? So I give people platforms as much as possible. But yeah, like I said, I had poetry slams, I had hip hop shows. I'm trying to touch base on like anything and everything. Like I supported a shitload of models. I supported a shitload of fucking like hip hop artists and singers and photographers and graphic designers and all that shit, Yeah. Shout out to Apollo too, because Apollo definitely like Apollo's doing heavy moves in fucking Meriden, and I respect the fuck out of it because like that dude is the truth, you know what I'm saying? And like same thing with anyone and everyone. But long story short, what happened with Vision Co was put down a lot of money into this, I've had a CEO, and the CEO started stealing money from me. Not only stealing money from me, he started having his own website, and he started saying that he's the owner, that he's Andy Garcia, that owns Vision Co. And he started making money out of like behind my back with all these other people saying that he could drive to East Bumblefuck, wherever the fuck you're at. Right. It's a $300 process, whatever, and he'll give you the tools to be the next big thing and blah, blah, blah. When I started the brand 3 years back before I met him, he was only a worker. And then I put him to work. It was about a year or whatever that I realized that he was doing really good, getting the name out there, Yeah. My judgment, fucked up, whatever. I'm not perfect.
That's not fucked up, man. Hold
Everybody
on.
makes decisions
fucked
like
up.
that.
Like real quick, I hate to interrupt you. Like our big thing is it's about having the core values. Like when I talk with my team, like every week before we're in the studio, Fridays we have our touch base call of the week of what we're going to go over. There's always transparency. Francisco and I are the primary shareholders of this company, and our thing is that we put money into this so that one day these guys can get paid. And it's always
and that's the thing that I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? Because there's people that didn't have nothing,
Right.
Yeah,
legit,
man.
and people like losing houses, people losing their family, and all they have is just this stupid. Not to sound stupid, but like this stupid little dream. You know what I mean? And that's where I'm at right now. I'm sacrificing enough right now at this point. But it's for my stupid little dream.
dude.
We all need one.
Never down your
Everybody
dream,
has
man,
a
'cause
stupid little dream.
I never
They
doubt
gotta
my dream.
follow it
I
through.
heard. I mean, don't even downplay it stupid because I've heard your music, man. Like you're.
No, it's good.
It's
Thank
great.
you.
It's really good.
It's great. Like this song were to drop like in a few. Like I think I love what you're saying in it. And I
Yeah.
think that like
Thank
and
you,
I think when people get to hear it in a couple minutes, it's such like a. I think the message is beautiful, and like
And
I think
that's what I'm trying to push.
It's got
right now.
substance. It's
it's
got
got
really
substance,
heavy
but it's
substance.
like it's talking about shit that actually fucking goes happening
Down.
every single day, dude.
Yeah.
every day. Like and like on our show, All Seem Lost. It's it's going over this type of stuff that people go through this type of shit. Like people,
And I've seen it.
you know?
That's like every song that I do. Like I could make ratchet music. It's easy.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? Like ratchet
Yeah,
music,
it's super easy.
but it's super easy and fun. I'm not gonna lie,
But there's no substance.
Yeah, but no substance.
Exactly.
But so now I released my my EP that was called Shush, and Shush was more about like they're trying to keep you quiet. So that's pretty much in a nutshell, you know, of like anyone and everyone trying to keep you quiet, from family to friends or whatever. And you kind of want to speak up, but you kind of scared of doing that shit. So that's the whole thing with like the whole Shush thing, you know. So I've touched base on like it sounds good. Like it's tasteful music. Like people are like, oh yeah, that's awesome. You can play in the club, whatever. But if you actually like sit down and listen to it, there's a loophole to it. Like you really have to pay attention to it. I showed that song, it's called Give It Up, the one you're talking about. I showed this song to someone that works in a couple different. Yeah, do that. Yo, shout out to Counter. Yeah.
Counterweight.
All right, can you do a little sponsor real quick?
Every episode.
right across the street.
Yo, shout out.
Today. So last week we were fucking drinking the boysenberry summer ale that they had going on at Counterweight
Delicious.
Brewing Company.
Yeah.
Today we're sipping on Too Close to the TV, a pretty good IPA, a little citrus into it. Go stop down at Counterweight and pick some up, man. There's a blazing.
Yeah, yo, dude, they're good. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, so pretty much what I have like in the Shush, the whole album, whatever, it was just me of just like being more of being free. I had my name called Kilogram. I was going through a lot of drug stuff, and people just called me, because Kilogram, like I was homeless, like, oh, he a hippie, whatever, who gives a fuck, he a druggie, this and the third, whatever, he going through his whatever, So I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna feed it to him, and people can hate on me all they want, they're gonna feed it to him. So I call myself Kilogram.
I like it.
Talked about some shit, whatever, but now the first time I made music, they call me Hush the Kid. That's the first time, and shout out to David Taylor for, like, he introduced me to this guy named Jeffrey, and Jeffrey passed away, so like RIP to him. He taught me how first to actually record in a mic. I never recorded in a mic. It was all a joke, like saying, yo, hush, yeah, because when I rap, shut the fuck up. Like, it was like shit like that. It was stupid shit, you know what I mean? But we're all feeling it. He taught me how to roll weed, like how to finish a whole fucking eighth to the face, you know what I mean? He taught me so much shit, like, RIP to him. Like, he's a really good guy. And the crazy thing is, I was his first hip-hop artist because he's Dominican. So he does, like, all that trap, fucking Dominican music and shit like that.
I was about to say, like, you're hitting me with, like, bachata.
No, he does trap. He does. He does legit like trap, like Spanish music. And he told me that he went to Dominican Republic, and Dominican Republic is like another fucking world out
I
there.
know.
Oh yeah.
So he went over there. He rented out a car just to listen to my music and his music, and he bumped my music around the hood and shit around Dominican Republic, and everyone stopped him and was just like, yo, who is that? Yo, who is that? And Span's like, who is that? Because like the way I spit and everything, he was like, oh, it's my boy Hush. That's Hush. He said, Hush. That's Hush. Like, like Hush. That's Hush. So then it started picking up, So then I like from there on, we lost distance. I made fucking music in a garage at my boy's house, and then I call myself Kilogram. I was in my Instagram and everyone started liking my shit. I was like, I'm killing it, yo. It's Kilogram, just joking around, and it picked up, and then marketable, it didn't work, and then I switched up my name, and now I'm keeping it pure, from the beginning.
No, that's good. That's something I really miss about hip hop. Is
Did you see that video of my nephew bumping your stuff?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude. He was in the car just like,
Yeah, yo, you gotta send that to me, yo. Send that to me so I can post it up on Instagram. I need that. No, but on some real though, like every song that I had on the Shush album, it was more of like, if you actually do listen to it, they talk about some shit, like there's a verse says, remember I was young, I was gripping on that gun, thinking it'll be fun to shoot a nigga up and not give a fuck while I'm sparking my blunt, take a long puff, life could get tough. So like there's times where I had plenty of times to just do some crazy shit, and I stopped myself, like I realized that I'm not that type of person. I'm really good. Like I have a good conscience in my heart.
You didn't fall into all that.
I didn't fall into
shit.
that, even though I was surrounded by it. Let's
Right.
just say that. I was surrounded by heavy, so
I think that a lot of us, I think the big thing about being homeless and something that the three of us personally have all had to
Yeah.
deal with that type of
Growing
stuff.
up around gang members, I can definitely relate to that.
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
like I mean, I don't even want to get into that
No,
type of stuff. We'll talk about that off air,
Yeah.
but because I got my own like little stuff with it, but it's just like it's either you fall into it, and the unfortunate reality is like you could fall into it really easy, because when you're homeless, man, like especially gang life, man, you see yourself becoming part of a family, like something that you're lacking. You know what I'm saying? Like so. That's like a big
facts.
Yeah, you're,
Facts,
you're
yeah.
lacking in this like thing, and these people are promising it to you, and all you got to do is just do a little things that they want, and they're gonna love and protect you. And like when you're homeless and broken, it's the best feeling to feel accepted.
And when you just said broken, I had a song in that album called Broken. You know?
talk about the same
Yeah,
shit?
talk about the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
man.
Talk about like I can't do this no more. I'm broken. And the first verse, like I just want to give up. I don't give a fuck. Rolling fat ass blunts and thinking of life being too much. So like it's like my like all this shit that I say is legit. You know what I mean? Like I said, the other song too. And I said, remember I was young, I was gripping the gun, think it'd be fun to shoot a nigga up and not give a fuck while I'm sparking my blunt, take a long puff like it'd get rough. And then my verse switches, but at the same time, I knew that it was game time. Learn it from the grapevine, never cross that line. So I had to fight for what's mine, selling Kush Lime just to get by, but I never got by. Man, I hate my life. So it's me of just like, I know what's right, but I'm
That's
still
deep.
stuck. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
God, that's deep.
I love it, dude. Honestly,
Yeah.
like, dude,
It's real shit,
respect-
though.
Oh,
I
yeah,
actually
hit me in
like
the feels, dude, for real.
Andy for on the real shit, man. I respect exactly what you're doing because,
Thank you.
and exactly like us like speaking about like before you were gonna come on the show and stuff was I just admired that. I've seen a lot of artists, man, come and go. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we see bands like doing the stuff we were doing, just breaking up, not doing
But that's
shit
bands.
no more.
That's a lot of energy to take in.
It's a
too,
lot of
yeah.
energy,
It's
but
a
it's
lot.
like your passion should move mountains, and like your passion can
agree.
speak above this, and like
But that's how bands get super big, because you get lucky in a group of people that are really passionate about the
Yep.
same thing, can just focus all that energy.
Yeah, but for years, man, I've been seeing you promoting your music. You're always getting in some type of music video going on. You're always promoting it on your Facebook. You're showing everybody in the community love. Like even like the other day, like we were just talking about it before. Like on the last episode, we talked about Lil Poe, and like the next day, I'm seeing you posting it up with him, and people are giving you hate for it, but like you're showing love about it
It's
because
part of life, though. Like that's the thing. Like you could take me or whatever. Like I've been ridiculed. For
Yeah.
long. Do you think I give a fuck?
exactly.
You know what I mean? Like I'm not.
shouldn't.
Exactly. Like my parents. Like I love my parents. I fucking love my parents. I will die for them.
Yeah.
But at the time where I was going through, at the time, I could be that bitter person and be like, fuck them. They done this. They done that. Because as much as I done to them, I have to be really like. I like I said, I never talk shit about anyone at this point. You know what I mean? Like I troll. Like don't get me wrong. I love fucking trolling.
Story, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
It's different.
Yeah, that's
different
you know what I mean? And if you really think that I'm serious, then you're the stupid one. You know what I mean? Like, that's all it is. People are like, oh, the way he talks, it's like he kind of sounds a little gay the way he talks. I'm like, dude, I don't give a fuck, bro. Like, you could take it for what it is. My people in Massachusetts, they are the most the most realest fucking people ever. Like they on the streets, but they show so much fucking love and so much passion for me, and it gives me that boost of like the streets still love me. You know what I mean? Like it's real shit. You gotta have that street love.
Hell yeah, man.
And people look at me crazy, like why would you have these people inside your studio or this and the third? And like because I see love from them. I don't see no hate from them. And at the day that I see him that there's some hate, get the fuck out. You know what I mean?
So you really are just a hippie at heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
for
Yeah,
sure.
like that.
Well,
I
look,
like that a lot.
Thank
we're
you,
hitting
man.
into this, man. We're about to drop that, that new Hush single. So,
Yeah.
man, introduce it. Go into it. Come on, man. Introduce that.
Let's get it going.
Oh, well, pretty much this song talks about is the Brenda had a baby of Tupac. It's called Give It Up. So it's about little girls giving it up.
So we're about to drop that in right here. Stay tuned for after the song. We're to talk a little bit more about what inspired it. But yeah, man, you can hear "Give It Up" right here.
Let's get it in.
give it up. A few months passed and now she has a baby bump. She popped Molly, snort pills just to feel numb. Live it up, have fun, but you're fucking up. Her baby daddy's not here, yeah, he's selling drugs. LSD, shrooms, marijuana buds. All fun and game when he chose to live it up. Split a brain from a gun when he chose to run. She was only 16, he was 25. In my eyes, that's a crime and you're doing time. It's too late, they blew his face, yeah, Stevie blind. And for that girl, she OD, man, I think she died. Either way, she lost faith, out of mind. This generation I hate is a waste of time. This generation I hate is a fucking waste of time.
All right, we're back. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Give It Up by Hush, man. That is the fucking track, bro. And like I was saying,
Thank you.
you have such a different type of voice, bro. Like, I think that your lyrics are great. I think that your voice is different than anybody else. Even Jacob saying, like, compared to all these other people
Thanks,
out right
man.
now, it's not even.
Thank you.
It's night and day. It's
Yeah.
an absolute night and day comparison.
It took fucking goddamn, man. It took about 5 years for me to actually like be comfortable with this shit. And that song too is just like it's probably a year old. You know, like all my shit. I'm trying to make timeless music, so like I have all my hits that are out that are just like fucking like 2 years old that I've been holding on to. And then my manager came up. He was like, "No, you have to let this shit go. Like you have to let it go." So I was just like, I took it as advice, and I was just like, "Fuck it," you know.
Dude,
That's a good way to build upon music
digging it,
too.
though.
Sometimes you got to let things they just got to sit for a little while,
Yeah.
and eventually, when the time's right, you can just let that straight out.
But at the same time, I didn't really think about it as a plan. You know,
Yeah.
that's not more of a plan thing. It was just more of like all this music shit is therapy. Like I don't.
Yeah, well, this is something that just comes naturally to you, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Well, it's not really. You know what I mean? Like at the same time, like art takes time. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
You know, Mona Lisa wasn't painted like in one day. Like you know how long that shit
It
took.
took a long time.
Yeah, exactly. You know.
Yeah, like I mean, even us doing like podcasting, man. Like I told you before, we have shows that I got to run these guys because it's practice, it's art.
is, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and it's like my thing is that just like you, we want to make sure that the people who are listening to it and enjoying it, that they get that experience that we're
Of
looking
course,
for, man.
the real people though.
Exactly.
You know, because that's the reason why I'm just doing it the way I'm doing it. You know, because I've been in suicide watch and I've been in rehab and shit like that. So this music is all pain. So like I'm letting it all out finally at this age. You know what I'm saying? I got 2 kids. They need to eat. You know, I'm making money out of music. You know, thank God. You know, like God, I'm fucking blessed on that one right there.
Yeah.
The higher power is definitely fucking feeding me right. You know, my kids are right. You know, I have a 4-year-old. He's fucking monstrous. You know, we call him Bubba. Yeah, he's monstrous. He's too big for his size. You know what I mean? Then I have a 1-year-old that just turned 1 yesterday, and he's already picking up.
Congratulations.
You know, thank you. When I realized that like my music was real, is when my son came out from the womb, and he pretty much when I played one of my old songs. He already knew what it is. And I honestly, God, I'm not over here fucking being weird or anything. My girl, when we were like, you know, homeless, whatever, I had like, my girl, she was pregnant. We were like, you know, couch surfing in the mills and like the projects and then trap housing in and then fucking the van and shit. And all I played was my music. You know what I'm saying? So my son, like my 4-year-old, he hits me up, Dad, play your music. Dad, like we were driving around. Can you please play Mars? Can you please play this song? I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
No, that's beautiful.
That's
Yeah.
cute, though,
That's
man. Like
beautiful.
honestly,
yeah,
like,
it's great.
they hear
Yeah.
it, bro, because like my daughter, like, bro, like I mean, I don't have any music I wrote, but like I could play. Like I love hardcore, so I play Stick to Your Guns, and my daughter like will smile at these people screaming and having a fucking crazy ass time, but my daughter is like, and I play like. I played like, bro, I play any other country music, bro. We played, we even like that fucking song, bro. Like, get down where it's like going with the two step. Like
yeah.
my daughter will be like, ah! Like just crying that shit. Like I'm like, yo, they hear it,
Oh,
man.
she would have hated the lineup at that North Haven Fair last night.
Oh
Then,
my
but
God,
shouts
yo,
out to Garbage Dad.
Yo,
Oh
shout
my
out to
God.
Garbage Dad. We went to the North Haven Fair, bro. It was so much dad rock.
Dad rock. I love it.
Rock.
Oh, dude, it was like
ACDC, yeah.
they're like, we're about to win this motherfucking studio time.
Play Free Bird.
Yo, we were saying that. Play Free Bird. You've been to hardcore. You've been to hardcore.
Old Town Road. No, but, like on some real shit though, like my kid was like legit 1 year old when I realized that he was into like tune with music, and it was just like I had a song called Brought You Down. So it was just pretty much like, it's pretty much saying that I've been brought down, you know? So, and that was like one of the songs that I was as far as Kilogram. And then fucking, I changed my narrative and see how it goes, whatever. But as far as like that one song was picking up. It was picking up heavy, bro. Like people made their own dances. People like started showing up at shows and shit because they want to see like me perform Brought You Down and do that stupid little dance shit. Yeah. And so my wifey, you know, she was pregnant, whatever, had the baby. We had a hippie fest, you know, it's called like, because I had a clique called Hippie Clique when I was younger. Yep. Because I was like homeless and shit. So we surrounded each other with homeless people, just like homeless individuals that are best friends pretty much, that we had no idea, you know? So we surrounded each other, we just made music, didn't give a fuck. And then people started picking up. You know, we had about like 8 people with us, like legit 8 people. And then when we go to shows, it was just more other people that started showing up. And then we realized this thing is picking up. And then shout out to, well, back in the day, it was called Reserve, but Silver City Ballroom, they had a guy that used to own it. It was called Reserve, and they were heavily influenced on like helping people, like artists and shit. So the dude hit me up. He was like, bro, come over. We went upstairs. He showed me his fucking like stash. He showed me everything, bro. I'm talking about like from money to drugs and everything. He was just like, yo, listen. Yeah, he was the owner and everything. Okay. And he was like, yo, listen, I got this opportunity that you could perform right in front of Young Money, Atlantic Records, and Sony Records. So you just got to give $300 down, and I'll put a good word in, and you could be the first one running.
That's big.
Exactly.
That's real big.
As far as I know, I thought that was real big. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, cool. I'll do it. Mind that I had a fucking pregnant chick in the van waiting for me in the parking lot. You know what I'm saying? And I have only $400 in my pocket. So that $300, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I told my wifey. I took my wifey.
Opportunities don't come often.
And I love my girl. Like, I love my wifey so much because she deals with so much bullshit from me, you know what I'm saying? From my stupid dreams or whatever the case might be. I keep it humble, though.
But that's love. That's real love right there.
That means she believes in you.
Yeah,
like,
she does.
That's real. We're fortunate, too. Like, you know, 3 of us, like, our girls suffer, too, man. Like, we're here some nights till midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. And, like, that's the thing about, like, broken dudes. Like, yo, the real chicks are what help us. Like, I'm not even gonna front. Not even gonna front.
They're
like,
definitely that Band-Aid for sure.
My girl has what got me here. Like, you know, like, I mean, look, I'm humble too, bro. Like, I came from being homeless and all this shit where people didn't like me, but now, I mean, I hate to say it like this, but like,
now they're looking at you for
opportunity. Well, let me flex on you, but like, do
100%.
you make like what I make? Like, that's my thing. Like, I'm sorry, but, and now my whole thing is like, yeah, I make what I make. And now it's time to like build this up because now, you know, Francisco, my business partner, and I, we got money to build this up because, and we want, like, we see people like Jacob, you know, we got people like Mitch over here. We got Rocky. We got all these people. We got the guests coming in who they got passion, bro. And like, if it wasn't for my girl, I don't think like I would have had the mentality, like, cause growing up and coming up and being humble, like I always gave back. And then the world just kept biting and biting and biting and biting and taking more and taking more. And I was like, man, fuck giving it back. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that. I fucking feel that shit for sure.
And then it's like, you know, she comes back, this kind person. Like I was again, like even making what I made, like found myself on the street again. And like me and my girl, almost doxed her again. I ain't trying to dox my girl,
no
but
doxing.
Like, no doxing. You know, people who know me, like they know who she is. But like, you know, she took me in, and she took me in, and it's because she loved me, and she wanted nothing but like for me to be okay. And I started thinking, like, you know what? it's time to give back. Like, and
That reminds me of like the situation I'm in with my shorty. You know what I'm saying?
man.
Like for sure, because
Hold it down, bro.
yo, she's from North Haven. She's well rounded with like, you know, she has a crib, whatever the case might be, and then she comes over to Meriden, meets a scrummy scum. I'm gonna be honest. You know what I'm saying?
We've all been scrummy scums,
you know what I
bro.
mean?
there,
Yeah.
man.
So like, I was selling what I was selling. People knew who I was for the wrong things, and they just like talk shit, whatever. And all she did was just like show love, you know. So like, and it got to a point where they thought I kidnapped her.
Oh my God.
I'm serious.
Ooh, Jesus Christ.
I'm serious.
But
So
you-
like, I like she didn't want to go home.
Yeah.
She rather just
She was loving
be
you,
there.
man.
Yeah, she was busy loving me. You know what I'm saying? And then I had to pick up a lot of the slack from thinking that I'm that bad person. So, you know, everything is all good. Everything's all fine. Like the family fucking loves me to death. Like her dad, her mom, like fucking loves me and shit. Grandmother, everyone. You know what I'm saying? Like everything's good.
They see the real you inside. They see
Yeah.
you actually care
She ain't
about
a
this
bad
girl,
dude.
and she
Yeah,
really
no.
does care
Like
about
even
you.
just
Yeah.
sitting here and just seeing like what you're doing, and I'm just trying to get our cool game we're gonna play with you in a few, but you know, just seeing like just getting to know you, man. Like just first off, seeing you do your craft for as long as you have, and then actually getting to know you, and like, you know, Jacob works next to you, and the dude
Yeah,
like
yeah,
he's just like,
legit,
I'm sure
yeah.
I work. I'm like, you should talk to him, and he's just like,
That's on him though. Like I'm the same way though. Like that's what I mean. Like
It's
I don't.
also because I'm a manager at our current job, which I'm not gonna put out there because
Yeah.
I don't want them to know I'm on a podcast. But
Facts, yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
I can't do that. I get in trouble. I get yelled at by my boss all day
no,
every
I
time
get
I'm
it.
No,
wandering.
but in the long, because I was actually chilling with Jordan Taylor
Well,
yesterday.
that's funny. No, you also know my buddy Nick Raffone. I used to live with him.
Nick Rafona.
Yeah, not Raffona. Raffone.
Raffone,
He
bro.
works in your department.
Oh,
Yeah,
Nick,
big
yeah,
guy,
Nick,
bald
yo,
glasses.
yeah,
Yeah,
Nick,
he's a
yo,
good dude.
yeah. I was just talking about him. Yeah, I was just talking about him. Yo, I fuck with him.
No,
yo.
he's a good dude. He's a really good dude.
Yeah, I fuck with him heavy.
Yeah,
yo. Like when I
yeah.
first started like chilling with him and working, I fuck with him.
he said
bro.
I sound like Angry Plankton on that trailer.
he did.
Whatever, I do sound like Angry Plankton.
Whatever,
like,
dude.
give me the Krabby Patty formula.
No, but it's just a fact of like I get it, bro. Like people need to get that space and need to have that time. I was showing with Jordan Taylor. I was like, we could, because me and Jordan Taylor are really cool people.
Yeah.
Like he been around and he know the situation. He knows the real deal about me.
Yeah.
So like he definitely gave a good word for my job, whatever. But I was showing with him yesterday and I was explaining the same thing. I was like, there's time for work and there's time for this.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And I have time to work, do my damn job, and get the fuck out. If you want to chill and whatever, I'm with it. But like,
At
Boss
work, you
listens
gotta
to
do
the
work.
show. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was straight up with him and told him like,
Well, my boss probably will.
this is something that I want to do and something I'm trying to build, and I respect our job and what we do for a living. And
so you're there for work and you're
Yeah,
not
exactly.
there for play.
That's
Exactly.
what builds on this.
That's
That's
what
what,
makes this
allows us to
happen.
pay our
That's
bills
what-
and have the recreation.
that's
time
what
to
feeds
be
my
able to
kids,
keep
puts
this
the roof
going.
over their head,
Talk your
and then
shit.
it's what gets this equipment and gets these stuff and get this microphone
And gets DJ Chop Sauce.
and get DJ
Yeah.
Chop Sauce over here.
Yeah,
we
talk
always
your
gotta
shit,
throw
yo.
love at him because he's not
Shit,
mic'd up.
No, but I could definitely. You gotta get a button. For
Someone
him or
get
something.
him
I know.
a mic.
Get
him a mic.
Get him a button. That's all you need to do when he talks.
We're gonna start. We're working on some other equipment we're gonna get, and definitely make sure he's mic'd up so he can come off the mic and
for
be like
sure.
and say some.
For sure.
Say
At
his
least a little
piece.
something, yo.
No, for sure.
Even a soundboard.
This guy is
Give
so
him a
like
soundboard.
when we get off mic, he's like, "Dude, that was amazing. Dude, that was the shit."
No, that's lit though. You need that type of people
No,
around
he
you. You know
loves
what I'm saying?
it. He loves
Yeah,
it.
These
great.
guys, man, I'll tell
He's
you
got the passion too.
one thing about my team, bro, that I fucking love you guys, and I hate to say it because Francisco and me, like, we talk about you guys all the time, bro. And it's your episode, but like, I want you to know who you're sitting with today.
Talk your shit. Yo,
Yo,
I feel it.
Editing the other night, this kid is throwing up. Mitch is throwing up sick and is refusing to go home until the shit was done. We got Jacob over
Lit.
here, always learning the stuff, always absorbing the information,
Yeah,
coming
yeah,
in.
he's on
Always
it.
doing
like,
these
just-
long form conversations, just spewing out that knowledge.
knows his
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Always comes on just prepared. Like Rocky, always bringing the greatest ideas he can. Matt always fucking just has a million ideas, but always works on his craft. And Francisco always just sitting there, making sure the legal documents are read and making sure the
Yes.
appointments are made. Like,
Yeah.
And like me, it's like I'm just gluing everyone, bringing everybody together. And honestly, man, like, I love these guys. Like what we have
And you
here,
need that team, bro.
Hell
Because
yeah,
not a lot
man.
of people, they think that you're just going to be like, all right, I'm going to have a show by myself or whatever. No,
Nah.
you need to
Hell
have
no.
a fucking team. Same thing with this hip hop shit. You need to have a fucking team.
Absolutely.
You know, people are going to book this shit. People are going to talk their shit. How they're going to make you look good. What interview you're going to go in. What shows you're going to be doing. What photos you're going to be doing. What video you're going to be doing. Like, it's
Right.
like you need to have these type of people around you, you know?
That's
and you
for sure,
can't do
man.
it by yourself.
No.
You know, like you could say that you're the one that's doing this, or you could say he's the one that's doing that. But at the long run, you guys are not.
We're all
no
doing it
one
together.
Yeah, exactly.
I tell them all the time, like just because like we got a title. The only reason like Francisco and I have titles is because we just
Well, you put all the money in.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
made
you
it.
put all
We
the
made
money in.
it a thing.
Yeah.
Before like we wanted to make sure it was like legally ready, registered and ready before we brought it to any of their attention. Because just like I brought this to your attention 2 months ago, but like it took a while to get it off the ground, and I never want to bring anyone on or go into more detail until I could show them something that was real.
And that's why I respect that shit.
Yeah,
and that's
because-
what I was. That's what I was just
Yeah,
saying.
man.
You know what I mean? 'Cause,
It's real, bro.
If you hit me up and you say you already sparked the seed.
Yeah.
Like, you already put the seed in the soil.
Yeah.
You know, so now it's gonna take a little time for the roots to come in. It's gonna take a little time until the shell opens up, and then once you get that one flower or whatever the case might be, like fucking cucumbers, no homo, whatever the fuck, whatever, yeah, whatever, yeah.
Fuck pickles.
Fuck pickles.
Man, fuck pickles.
Yeah,
Chicken
whatever,
sandwich with
yeah,
pickles.
yeah, whatever.
It's not a chicken sandwich without pickles, Chris.
Fuck out of here, dog.
Yeah, whatever the fuck case it is, you know what I mean? Like you're feeding these people, like
yeah,
you're
dude.
giving these people the thing that they want to see, and it's gonna take time.
They
Like,
go on, you go on Half-Life Start's website, man. You got the actor Jacob right here. You got the head audio engineer Mitch. You got CFO outside. You got another 2 actors outside. You
We're all
got
here.
a graphic designer.
I'm probably
that-
gonna use you guys for a music video, to be honest, because I need
Please.
actors.
100%.
We'll come in,
For
dude.
Give It Up, actually.
I'll
Bro.
do that all day.
Bring it.
Word?
You let
I'll
them
do
know,
it.
and these guys will.
You got
be
a
here
shorty?
for you.
You got a shorty that's willing to be an actress?
Probably.
Jess was a model,
I think
no?
she was a model.
Because
That'll
I
work.
want people to like to stand out on this music video, because this
We can
music
make
video
that
is
happen.
like legit. To bring it back real quick though,
Go ahead.
The Give It Up music video was pretty much a opposite, not music video, but excuse me, the song
Yeah.
itself is an opposite spectrum of my girl. So like it's pretty much of the girls, like they don't know any better. You know what I'm saying? And they get all fucked up, and they're in a trance and shit like that, and they're in love. Next thing you know it, they find someone that they think that they could actually give them that love. You know, and like I'm not saying that my girl's fucking like 16 or anything. No, fuck that. You know, like no, but yo,
think anyone was
no, that's an opposite spectrum of it.
I mean, like, I get what you're saying. It's like,
I get it.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
just like how, your girl fell in love and like she was stuck on you, and people were thinking like to the point where you kidnapped her. But there are girls out there who are like falling in love with these dudes who knock them up and they're out and they're
Yeah,
back
and
doing
they're
the,
gone.
they're
And
back
that's-
in the trap. They're getting in
that's what I'm
trouble, and
saying.
then that little baby, bro, is like growing up, no dad, mom don't know shit.
Exactly my point.
Yeah.
And that's what I have to
Perpetuates the
touch
same
base.
problems.
I have to touch base because there's a lot of people that are like 15 getting fucking kids and shit,
Yeah.
or 14 and
Yeah.
shit. You know, so that's
And
why
yo, we're
I
trying
open
to
up with that shit.
and people want to try to put that shit on TV like it's for entertainment, but that's like real.
yeah. That's not sorry.
I do
But you
not
know what
support
you know what
that.
I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, no,
yo,
I feel that. I feel
shit,
that, yeah.
that shit ain't something for us to just be like, yo, oh, she's my favorite mom. Like, no, fuck
No,
that,
no,
bro. Like they're out here like they're kids, my dude.
Like that's the reason why, like the first thing I said is like little girls become sluts when they give it up, meaning that like they pop their cherry, they give it up, they become sluts. You're gonna hear people talk to you and shit. Like my lyrics are as simple as possible, but it has so much meaning into it, you know. So like little girls become sluts when they give it up. A few months pass and now she has a baby bump. She popped Molly, snort pills just to feel numb. Live it up, have fun, but you're fucking up. So pretty much she's pregnant and she's worried about her damn self, and she's not worried about she's not worried about the thing that's living right now, you know?
that's true, dude. Like, and
there's
that's
a lot-
and that's the
that's a
sad
lot
that's
about
that's the
society
sad
today,
like
too, yeah.
mentality that like all these kids growing up have, man. Like, God
Well, it's your
bless my girl for
responsibility
being
as
such
a
a great
kid.
mom.
It's
dude.
And
the way
then,
our
and then
society
now
is
it's
today.
now it's her responsibility to the people that are going to be around her.
100%.
Now that's what I'm saying. As far as the song, it says little girls become sluts when they give a few months passing it. She popped Molly, snort pills just to feel numb. Live it up, have fun, but you're fucking up. Her baby daddy's not here. He's selling drugs. LSD, shrooms, marijuana buds. It's all fun and games when he chose to live it up. Splatter brain from a gun when he chose to run. You know, so like he wanted to escape that shit. But at the same time, he already is deep in it. You know what I'm saying? He's, you know, it's like she's only 16, he's 25. In my eyes, that's a crime. You're doing time. It's too late. They blew his face. Stevie blind. So like he's gone. Like
Oh yeah.
you know, like. And for
If
that
it
girl,
was-
she OD. I think she died. You know, like for me to say, think like I don't
It's like,
really.
'cause you don't know.
You don't know. How are you supposed
You know?
to know?
Either way,
It's just-
you know, I lost faith and it's out of mind. You know, generation I hate is a waste of time.
I mean, like
So,
even us,
like-
we were just,
fucking
you know,
deep.
even to bring like
Love
some,
yeah, you know, I love. Yo,
But even, like,
when people,
just
when people
like-
hear it, yeah,
what we were talking about like last week, and that just goes like into this too. It's like, yo, you got so much shit going on.
Yeah,
like,
too much.
Everybody got there's so like there's a shooting here, there's a shooting here.
yeah. When I heard that
nuts.
shit,
Yeah.
I heard that shit. I was just like, yeah, you're speaking facts, bro.
Yeah, like there's a fire, there's a shooting, there's a this, and it's like, yo, how the fuck am I supposed to pay attention to all that shit,
You
bro?
can't.
Like, it is.
You
It's out of
can't.
it's out of mind, bro. Like, like at this point, like just like you, it's like in your mind, like you're just the third party seeing this shit happen everywhere you go, and at the end of the day, like it happens so much that how the fuck you gonna pay attention?
You're in
like,
a la la land at this
yeah,
point
like
right now.
it's like
Well, you're
man,
desensitized to it.
it's
It's
just
so
another
rampant
story, dude.
everywhere.
yeah,
it's just another story. It's just another girl like that. Just it's happened to her. It's like how the fuck? Like only
it's
so many
simple, though.
times.
This is normal now.
yeah.
This is
That's what I was just saying.
normal
Is
That's
that
the
simple
problem.
and that normal? You know
Yeah,
what
like,
I'm saying?
how
We're
much-
not reaching these deep-seated issues that are causing these problems.
How much
No
more are
one's
we
looking
supposed to
at
pay
it.
attention
Facts,
to it though,
facts.
man? Because it's true. Like with all this other shit going on, like it just seems like the shit just repeats and repeats. So it's like, why the fuck do we care? You know?
Well, you're not gonna fix the
I find
world.
it weird every time too when there's something that's going down very heavy. There's another thing that's going to happen,
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
there's something that
yeah.
already happened, or some other bullshit
Or
for
just
us
something
to
you
be
don't know about.
distracted from. You know what I'm saying? Like you never know. Like how you said the algorithm, right? Was that you that said the algorithm?
Yeah, yeah.
this
Oh, we
is
can talk
algorithm.
about that all day.
Oh no, we'll save that for some
We'll
other
have to save
time.
it for another
yeah,
time.
yeah, we'll save it for another time. But no, but like that's what it is, bro. Like it's just everything shifted, even to our weather. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh,
to a lot of
100%.
shit that's going on that is very controlled right now, and we have like we are so easy to like manipulate as humans and as you know like you like my
If you
yo, shout
allow
out
yourself to.
exactly like shout out to Poe like Lil Poe because people definitely would see that shit and treat it for what it is.
Yeah, 100%.
For what it is, but they don't really actually take the time to actually do the research and figure things out.
Exactly.
and that's
you know?
like, you know, like
That's my whole
we,
thing.
that's
I want to know.
A big thing is like why we shouted him out last episode is like I want to give people the opportunity to know like his struggle. Like this ain't some shitty game. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
It's up to him. You know what I mean? Like every mind is different, and if for you to think that someone else is like the same fucking spectrum of what you're thinking, you're stupid as shit. You know what I mean? Like legit, I'm sorry. Like you're stupid as fuck. It doesn't matter. You could be 26 and you have a mind of a 16-year-old.
Because you're not looking deep enough.
Because you don't
ain't
exactly
looking deep enough.
Exactly. You can't blame these fucking certain people for doing certain actions or whatever the fucking case might be because they're in their own fucking spectrum right now.
There's a reason for it. There's a deep-seated reason why we all do different things every single
Facts,
day. And
yeah.
if you don't look into that shit, then you're blind.
Exactly.
You're just blind.
That's my point. This right here is hip hop. This right here is life. Like when you break it down, hip hop was created at 1979. It's only 40 years old.
Yeah.
You could Google this bitch. You know what I mean? And then the blues was in 18. Blues was actually the first like rock quote unquote rock
Well,
and roll.
that's what actually started
So-
most of the alternative and rock music. That's where it all branches
But now
off from.
check how weird this is. Blues was actually in 1879.
Yep.
Hip hop was created in 1979. So you see the shift and you see how this thing is working right now. You know, like hip hop is at this point right now. I feel, yeah, we have a golden era because it's like, you know, all this shit, whatever. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
At the end, like I could freestyle for fucking days. I could go lyrical all I fucking want.
Exactly.
But you have to fucking get to these people's fucking minds. You have to let them understand that this is how it is. And if it sounds dope and it sounds good, then that's a double.
good.
That's
Yeah,
a
that's a
double
double
dip.
win.
Dude,
That's
that's
a
a
double
win.
dip. Yeah. You know
That's
what I
what I
mean?
said about this, about Give It Up, bro. It's like it reminded me of like that Hobson like get inside his ill mind of shit and
Yeah.
just what he was really like
Shout out to
thinking.
Hobson.
Yeah, right, dude.
Well, you never
been?
know. Shout out to Hobson. Yeah.
But you know what? Yeah, right. But like you know,
You're welcome to come on.
Yeah, legit. Yeah, if you want to come on.
yo, hold on, quick thing. Like I remember I went to skate and surf because I used to be on the street team for Victory Records back in the day, and we were at skate and surf and Hobson was there. And I threw my fucking Oakland Raiders hat up there, and he was like, "Hold up," and he like grabbed the hat off stage. Put it on. He was like, "Yo, this nigga head is so big." Fucking adjusted my I do got a big head. But yo, adjusted my snapback, rocked that shit for the rest of the show, signed the brim and gave it to me, and then I fucking lost that shit on Batman. I took it to Batman, bro. Fucking
Give him a
lost.
stunner. You gotta give him a stunner.
All right. Fucking worst. But yo, like we're trying to end this on a lighter note because
no doubt.
honestly, dude,
Yeah,
we
100%.
honestly, man, like we could go all fucking day. And honestly, I want to bring you back. I want to bring you back ASAP.
Next time.
Yeah, no, 100%.
So yeah, dude. And then next time, I hope like we can see our team on your music video, man. I'll definitely
Oh, that's gonna happen.
Take
get
them.
that happen.
Take them. They
We could get
would
that
do it,
happen.
dude.
Yeah, no,
100%.
legit, that's gonna happen because I'm gonna talk to my manager. If you're serious about it, like
Dead serious.
being the male, because like my whole idea is just like I'm not trying to make music videos of me stunning right in front of a camera with a nice car and some bad bitches.
Trying to tell a story. In
I'm,
that music
exactly. I'm like
I like that.
Yeah, the music video that I have that I'm gonna be releasing pretty soon. It is pretty much a dream when you wake up another dream and another dream is as much dreams as possible, and it's pretty fucking dope. So like I'm trying to keep it going for the next thing. So like Give It Up is gonna be the next music video right after this one that's gonna be coming out. So like I really want to have more of like, because like I said, I have a good team. Like
Yeah.
my team is fucking great. So like I need to have these like different perspectives instead of me just like sitting there just like fucking chilling whatever with a fucking wad of money and fucking saying this and the third, like
the same
you know,
bullshit,
right?
yeah.
I want art to be created, you know.
Sure, man.
So that's on a lighter note, art to be created.
Yeah, 100%.
You got my roster of guys out there.
Oh no,
You-
I'm gonna
we're
be
all
take
here.
them all. I don't care, man. They'll all love you.
Oh,
So this is something we're gonna try to do with all of our guests. We're putting a minute on the timer. You got to answer
Shit.
so many lightning questions. It's just little lightning questions, bro.
a minute.
Yeah, you got a minute on the timer.
All right.
So I'm gonna throw out as many as I can. You're
Okay.
gonna answer as many as you can.
Okay.
At the end, we got some gear we're gonna give away, and then we're gonna let you plug anything you want to plug.
Okay.
And then we're done, bro. We done so.
I wish we want dozens of them. Like, I want to keep it going, bro.
I'm not fucking keep it going, bro. If you two
Nah,
didn't
I
give
get
me
it.
such problems putting more than an hour and a half episode up, I know fucking bullshit. But
And the editing, I don't want him to throw up anymore
I know,
either. Like, no throwing up on this one.
bro. All right, so
Yeah.
we're gonna put it's a lightning round question game.
Okay.
You let me know when you're ready.
right.
Breathe it out. Breathe it out.
All right,
right.
whenever you're ready, I'm ready. I'm just
3, 2, 1.
all right.
Favorite day of the week.
Friday,
Childhood nickname.
Puerto Rico.
Last porn you watched.
Fuck. Last porn I watched, Genevieve. Let's just say that.
Favorite holiday.
Favorite holiday is Halloween.
How long
That's
does
the
it
right
take
one.
you to get ready in the morning?
10 minutes.
Ass or titties?
Ass.
Fill in the blank. Taylor Swift is.
Taylor Swift is a thought.
And would you rather have invisibility or super strength?
Ooh, invisibility.
What's your favorite podcast?
You.
Is it wrong for a vegetarian to eat animal crackers?
You're fucked up if you do.
Scale of 1 to 10. How good are you at keeping secrets?
Actually 10.
Ariel Jasmine.
Jasmine.
First celebrity crush.
Penelope Cruz.
Dawn or dusk?
Dusk.
If you could travel back in time, what period would you go? Out of time.
Damn.
He gets that last
Yeah,
one.
can I get the last
All right,
one?
what do you
Like,
want? Go ahead.
Where are you going?
The future.
All right. Okay.
I want to go to the future.
Oh man, dude, I'm trying to see who could get through all these questions.
How many questions you
It's
have?
about 40.
40?
40 in a minute,
boy.
dude.
That's not bad for my first time, though.
That
Like,
wasn't bad, dude. You got-
That porn one kind of tossed me off a little bit to the side.
Oh, I gotta think about that.
Right.
That was at like 6 o'clock
Do
this morning.
I gotta go to my history right now, bro?
He's gonna be like, man, all Pornhub has is like these arbitrary titles about stepdads.
Yo, oh my god.
Yo,
Yeah,
bro.
I next time I come over, I got you on that.
All
then.
right,
You know what?
dude,
Next
let's
time
go.
I'm gonna give you like 40 questions. You got a fucking.
I
minute.
got- oh,
yeah.
bring
Yeah.
it the
And then,
fuck
you got a
on.
minute, and you got a minute. I want to like
right.
different spectrums of it. And he probably once he wants to come back.
We're getting Chop Sauce
yeah,
on there.
give him a mic.
Chops, I
'Cause
will-
I want
he'll-
Chop to. I want
we'll
Chop
ask
to
Chop
talk.
Sauce questions.
we have our new interface. We're getting it in I want to say a couple weeks, so he'll be mic'd up very soon.
Word,
bro.
man. Yeah,
but
'cause I'll put him in that pressure too. Fucking putting me in that pressure.
yo, bro. But shout out anything you got coming up. Shout out everything you have, bro.
Yeah.
Bring it all out.
All right, so shout out. Oh, man, there's a lot. So shout out to David Taylor. You can check his shit out. David Taylor 1990 on Instagram. He has amazing photos and shit. That's my right hand man. That's my brother. I grew up with him. He's always supporting me and shit. Also, shout out to Black Book Global. You can check them out on Instagram, Black Book Global. My whole team is out there always showing love. I got a show coming up on Thursday at Central. So, like, it's a college show, which is pretty dope. You know, shout out to 107.7 for giving me the opportunity.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so, like, they're always showing love. If you guys want to have an interview, like, a little face, like, you know, like, actually, like, a real FM, like, they're playing whatever you're playing, like, whatever the fuck you want, I could make it happen. So, shout out to them. Yo, DJ Be Easy, yo, he's the one that gave me that opportunity. So, like, he's... whatever you guys need, just let me know. I could just, you know, pull that plug in,
yeah, dude.
you know, get your name out there. So shout out to them. Also shout out to my girl, you know. I don't want, you know, Samantha Waddell, I'll say it, fuck it, you know what I'm saying? Cause yeah, you know, if anyone want to put pressure in it, whatever, just let it know, you know, I'm in there, dude. I'll fucking put pressure too. Just don't be fucking with my baby. I'll be fucking with my baby and my kids. Shout out to my kids, Eli and Ollie. You know, Ollie is
Shout out.
yeah.
You turned one yesterday.
Ollie.
Ollie, bro. Happy
Yeah,
birthday.
yeah. I named him after.
That's his son's name, dude.
Word, Ollie?
Bro.
Or Oliver? Yep, Oliver Lee. Yeah, because I call him Ollie for skateboarding. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Bro,
really.
Yeah.
God damn it! Oh, that's sick.
I didn't think about that.
I don't have sons, damn it.
Yo, shout out to Poe. You should definitely have him over here. Let him, you know, speak his little behalf.
Let's
Whatever.
get him on.
You know what I mean? He's a
Absolutely.
cool kid.
Anytime he's ready.
Yeah, he's with the trolling, so troll all the way. You know what I mean? Like that's the way you got to fucking build it up.
We won't hold back.
Yeah, exactly.
We will not hold
tell,
back.
Tell her right now. What's Poe's real name?
I can't talk about that.
Ooh, no doxing. We already
Can't talk
doxed
that.
too
I
much.
can't
No
talk about that
doxing.
shit. Yeah, I can't talk about
We're
that.
gonna have to ask him ourselves.
Yeah,
man. Bring him
and
up.
shout out to Zombie School Bus Skateboards for giving me the opportunity to be a professional skater. So shout out to them.
That's awesome.
Shout out
Damn,
to
I wanted to
Hardwood.
get into that. I really wanted to get into that next
Dude,
time.
we-
All right.
we're bringing you in again,
next
dude.
time, yeah.
Don't even worry.
Shout out to Hardware City for always showing love. Hardware City Skateboards for always showing love for my music and my, you know, my passion and shit. I already said David Taylor. The people that Jay Black. Without Jay Black, I wouldn't be making the music that I have, the way it sounds and shit. So shout out to him. Shout out to my fucking parents. Shout out to everyone else that fucking doesn't believe in me and believe in me. I don't give a fuck.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, so pretty much that's it.
Oh yeah, man. Well, look, man. Put out your SoundCloud. Put out.
Oh yeah,
everything.
yeah.
Come on, what
So-
you doing, dude?
Oh, my bad. Nah, the plug-in, that plug-in.
all that
yourself.
plug.
Gotta
No,
plug
the
yourself.
shout outs are out the way.
Shout-outs are done.
All right, yeah. So the plugins is soundcloud.com, Hush the Kid. Yeah, / Hush the Kid. You can follow me on Instagram, Hush the Kid. Google me on Hush the Kid. There's also in YouTube, Hush the Kid. I'm gonna get all my shit in platforms when it's ready because there's a whole thing to it. You know,
It's a process.
yeah. It's not only is a process like for me, I want to make it feel like it's ready for the people
Right.
and the masses and shit like that. But yeah, so you'll find all my shit. Just Google me, Hush the Kid, together, without. Whatever, if it's Hush the Kid, if it's Hush with a $ instead of with an S, and the Kid with an exclamation point, you could find me that way. Whatever, you know what I'm saying?
We're
So-
definitely going to put all the links
we'll
to your
link it in the
SoundCloud and
video.
everything. We're going to put it all in the video description so that nobody gets confused. So if you go down, pull that tab down, you're going to see all of Hush's stuff right at the bottom of the screen.
Also, wait, quick thing.
What's going on, buddy?
Hush out to you guys.
Oh, dude, that's
Shout out to you.
Yo, hush out to you. Yo. Like, shout out to you guys because you guys are on it.
We
So
appreciate
like, just
it,
keep
man.
it going. Make sure you have the right people around you. They're gonna people come and go, but like pure is key. Like people that are pure is key.
Well,
so
This is
We
the
look
old
at you
school
as a
group.
friend, bro. You're always
Yeah,
welcome
definitely.
in our
Thank you,
studio,
man. Thank you.
Always.
yo, you guys gotta come over to my studio.
Yo, we're
We
down.
will.
Yeah, you guys
We'll do
smoke.
it.
You guys smoke a little.
100%.
You guys smoke a little.
Oh, right. Sorry.
We'll talk about that some other
Bleep,
time.
bleep, 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 bleep.
Chop sauce, do your chop.
Yo, next time you guys come over, my treat, I'll buy some food, I'll get some fucking beers. You guys don't smoke,
Yeah,
you know, so
we don't like the marijuana.
It's over for years.
you guys don't do marijuana sticks, so like
No.
Yo, man.
Yeah, I
Honestly,
appreciate
dude,
it.
I'm so blessed you came
Yeah,
on. You can
thank you.
tell you were
Wonderful,
blessed
man.
this whole time. Like,
Thank you.
This was such a fun interview, dude.
yeah, I appreciate you
Like,
guys for
We're
honestly,
gonna have to do this interview like
Obviously,
5
we
more
need a
times.
Hush Part 2. As this shit, and honestly, Hush Part 2 needs to be on video next time.
Yeah, video.
We
Yeah,
will
let me
get
know
it.
when the
Get you
video
on
comes in. I'm in
video.
it.
Oh,
get
you're
you on
Because
already-
this is the first episode. I want the first time you get
Bro,
videos
first
in this
number
shit.
one
Yeah.
video chat. You're gonna see it again.
Yeah,
Next time you
do
see
it.
Hush, you're
We'll
gonna
do
know
it.
it's a YouTube video.
Yeah, I'm
dude.
with it.
All right, guys. So we're gonna wrap up here. Thanks for joining us again on Connecticut Casual, your number one podcast in the Central Connecticut region. Again, shout out to my buddy Andy Garcia, aka Hush. Make sure
yeah.
you download, go check him out. Central Connecticut College Show, man.
Yep.
On
This Thursday
is
at 8 o'clock.
What's the date for Thursday?
The 12th.
The
I
12th.
believe the 12th, right? Hold on, wait. I got this flyer right now. Can I send you guys a flyer? You
Yo,
guys
send
can,
us the flyer. We'll put it on our stuff.
All right,
bro.
word. Then there we go.
12th.
September 12th,
Yeah,
bro.
September 12th,
Central
yep.
Connecticut. You can check out Hush live. Great dude.
Thank you.
Has a lot of passion.
Definitely.
A lot of positivity.
Thank you.
Let's kill it on a high note, guys. I love all you. Later.
Love you guys too.